We gonna
Y'all
pop out.
already know the saying, man. Sun's out, buns out.
You
Let's
feel
go.
me? Yeah. Get it,
So
man.
wild. He's so wild. What?
Stupid ass.
Honestly,
What's good with y'all boys, man? It's your boy T1 Glizzy in the building. I'm feeling
Hey,
it today, man. We officially on summer vacation. You feel me? Got some HGC work. Gonna be doing some college course next year, but that's not important. You feel me?
Yes,
Y'all came here to
sir.
watch something. You feel me? You ain't come here to hear my problems.
Harvard
Y'all came here for some
student.
content. You feel me?
For
Yes,
real.
No
sir.
college dropouts on this end. You feel me?
Oh, sir. Man, we on episode 5. Y'all already know
That's
what
Cinco.
to do.
One hand.
Like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure y'all turn on that post notification bell. Get
Click the
notified every
bell.
time we upload, man. Let's get it.
So, as you guys know, we've been in summer for a fat minute now. Quarantine started in goddamn March, but you know what I'm gonna talk about because these 3 years have been probably some of the most fun years of my life, and that's thanks to high school.
Sir.
So I think today it's only right we talk about high school, aka the lit years, the after hours. You feel me?
Everything that really happens, everything that the books don't tell you about.
So first things first, what has been your favorite year so far? I know we haven't gotten to senior year yet, because I feel like senior year is gonna be my favorite.
Be
but
wild.
what has been your favorite year from freshman year to junior year?
Ooh, I would say this year, but my freshman year was kind of raw. I can't even count.
Yeah.
But like you see, I didn't go to school with you guys freshman year, so like,
Hey, he ain't go with us junior year, so that is true.
we really did all have 1 year together.
Still
That's
late year
tough.
though.
It was a very late year. What
That
happened
junior
that
year
year?
was fun, man.
Junior year was chill. Like
Junior year was a vibe. You feel me?
Junior year, I stopped talking to a lot of people.
But then I got to meet new people at the same time. So
Yeah. I feel like
that's
our
what's
sophomore
up.
year and like into junior year, everyone got like more mature. Like everyone got like on their actual stuff. Like everyone's like, yeah, we're not really friends. We shouldn't really even talk like that. Like everyone started like to come into that realism. And, like I started talking to a lot of people. Like people I talked to freshman year, like you're like on the daily. I don't even talk to you like that anymore.
Bro,
It's honestly just because the energy just don't be there anymore with people. It's not that people are bad people, but you just have a vibe with people. And you don't have to match energy, but if your energy is hype and another person's energy is hype, you kind of attract to another person. So people's vibes change because, like you said, people mature. So that's only natural that you cut certain people off, good or bad.
Bro, I'll keep it a buck. I only made it through this year because of my homeroom. My homeroom was dummy lit.
This one, I ain't even gonna shout people out. I'm not gonna name drop. You know who you are if you're watching.
Yeah, wait, hold up. You're coming out.
No, but like like our sophomore year, bro, I was like, it was so like ridiculously like retarded, bro. I don't even know how to explain it. It was so weird, but it was the funniest thing ever.
Bro, you remember? It was like the Great American Teaching, right? And like the first thing we had it all together. Our homeroom got put in the same class. And like the fire lady came in. I thought it was a dude.
So Is that a nigga?
But she was built like a dude. I won't even lie. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. She was built like a whole man. She been through it.
It got real after a point. Cause remember when everyone was laughing, but then Josh, big boy Josh, right? He said something about like her mom, and it got personal. You remember that?
No, what happened?
Josh was a special kid.
Wait, Josh said something?
Yeah, he was like, what do you think your mom would think about this? She's like, well, my mom died in a fire, and they called me to go. They called me, and I didn't know it was her until we pulled her body out. I was like,
oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I was like,
it was 20 years.
That day was one of my probably. That day's probably my top 10 favorite days of high school.
10. I feel like
yeah.
My top
10.
One of my top 10 is like remember when we were at the pep rally And then someone was like, pick me. And then I forgot her name. It was the funniest thing
That's
ever.
another thing about our school, bro. Our
It
school
was
is
snaps
so
on everybody, bro.
so diverse, yo. We got
For no
the
reason.
talkie eaters, and then we got the whole squeaker freshmen. We had everything, man.
Sophomore year was diverse. Like a lot of people talked to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
This
It was
year,
low-key like everybody knew each other somewhat. But this year, it's like it all changed. Like people like real deal didn't like each other, and they were just friends like 3 months
shade
ago.
was real this
Right.
year. Oh my god.
My
Great either.
bro, friendships were tested.
No, just in general, like I said, there was shade thrown everywhere. Like I was getting caught up in stuff I didn't even know about. I was like, bruh, it's not that serious.
Somebody called this man a whole hoe, bro. I was like,
someone called me an F-word. I was like, in what world? I talked to one person at a time. Like, chill with all that. I'm not here for that because I'm
that was
Mexican.
ridiculous.
To keep some structure to this conversation, let's just go year by year because we kind of all had an evolution, even though we didn't know each other all completely as a group, as one until 10th grade. So we got to play by play that evolution. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's only right.
So 9th grade.
I think it's only right that I go first because
starting
off high school, I wasn't with these guys. Starting off high school, I went to a trash high school, bro. I went to Tampa Bay Christian Academy, right? The teachers were horrible. Shout out to Tampa Bay Christian, bro. I heard they're doing better right now, but it was bad. But one lit thing that did happen, they took us on a camping trip to Gainesville, and I almost lit one of my friends on fire at a fire pit. That was lit. He got mad, and I had a s'more stick, and I turned it to him, and it lit on his shirt. And he had to, do like the whole little pat routine and stuff. And then they had like a band. Freshman year daring was weird, bro. I can't even cap. Like people see me now. People see me now, and it's like crazy. Moving on to sophomore. Oh, don't pull it up. Freshman year daring was a sped. Anyways, going into sophomore year, it was gonna be my first year at Brooks, and I didn't know I knew like 4 people there in total, which was Michael, shout out Michael, and who was it? And Caleb and Cameron. And I see this man Xavier at the pep rally that morning, and I forgot
the first episode BTW.
Oh yeah, we did talk about this first episode. I necked him so hard.
I wanted to say that. Yeah.
All right, Xavier, you can pull it up.
Explain your evolution, your steps from 9th grade up until now.
Oh, freshman year, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Freshman year was okay. I mean, I want to say I was pretty well liked freshman year. I'm not gonna cap. Freshman year I was pretty well liked. I was vibing with everyone. Name one person who didn't like me. Name one person who didn't like me.
Are we really gonna go down? I'm not gonna
name one person who didn't like me.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just
name
saying.
one person who didn't like me.
You're saying cap if you're saying.
I'm not saying everybody liked me.
You just said people, but you have to say.
I'm not saying everyone liked me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying everybody. I said
I thought I heard everybody. That's
I vibe with the population. I vibe with the population. Like I said, I vibe with the population. I was one of those kids that the teacher moved me. I was okay because the whole class was my sophomore year. Same thing, really. I was chill all years. I had my sporadic moments, but I was chill most of the time. I got along with everyone.
You see, sophomore year for me, it was weird because like for half the year, nobody knew who I was. So I was like, dang. I was only known for hanging out with you guys. Like literally, nobody else knew who I was. This man Jacob was just vibing the whole time though over your student athlete.
So that brings up my story.
Jacob was like so underappreciated, underrated.
Freshman year, man, I really didn't know what to expect going into high school at all because I thought I was going to Steinbrenner to start off with that. So I thought I was going to public school, so my expectations were a lot higher. They were up here, I'd say, and then they came here when I came to Brooks. But yeah, freshman year, He got the picture of me with the Android in English class. You feel me? That'll be in the video. But you know, it was just a vibe. I talked to a lot of people that year, even though I was quiet. And then, you know, JV basketball had me tied up after school. Student athlete grind, no corny-ish. But sophomore year, that's when this kid, or whichever side he's on, Darian, came into the school. And that's pretty much what we kind of made like a group. How everyone has a group or like a circle, you want to call it. So we kind of established a circle. Yeah, I ain't talked to as many people, but we were still lit. So that was cool.
Bro, I can't count. Our circle was looking big.
It was,
like,
and then this year,
if you think about it.
It was. No, freshman year, bro, we had for no reason throughout the whole entire year. Because remember, we used to sit like at the table, right? At that circle table in the lunchroom. It was me, you, Zach, and Ethan. And throughout like the whole year, bro, like at least 15 to 20 more people got added onto that table. Like people were trying to take my spot. I was like, bro, there's no way you're taking my spot.
There's no way.
There's no way you're taking my spot. And like it phased out kinda in sophomore year because you know people wanted to act stingy. I feel like this year is probably like the lowest it's ever like probably the lowest it's been. It's probably gonna stay like this though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with our friend size right now.
For real, bro. I remember sophomore year. Like I would like talk to everybody, you know, I was happy to be there, you know, fresh kid on the block. Nobody really knew who I was. I was talking to everybody, right? This year rolls around. We're walking out last day before quarantine, and I saw like 20 kids I didn't even know went to the school. I was like, what?
I'm not gonna lie, Brooks is a small school, bro, but literally I met someone.
You see new people every day. Every day.
I remember this one girl, I was like, yo, who is that? When she get here? Like the last day of school, sophomore year, she's like, what are you talking about? She's like in 2 year classes. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
I swear I had the same thing after our finals that year. A kid walked, I was like, who are you? What?
I'm like in 2 year classes. Like, there's no way.
I don't know.
Ever, bro.
It's like when you talk to the same people, you just phase everybody out.
Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, Bertha's a pretty small school, bro. But new faces every day. Like, you can talk to someone new every day if you really wanted to.
What is it, like 650? 600, something like that?
600 approximately.
I don't know, bro. It might be 650. There was a lot of freshmen this year.
Well, I apologize, guys. We seem to have these every episode, but you know, that's what makes us a special podcast. But another technical difficulty. And I don't even know what I'm talking about, but just on the note of high schools, honestly, I really don't know what it was this year. I don't know if we're just beefing just the beef or people were having issues, just have issues. But what do you guys think was up this year in general with people throwing shade, fake friends, all this and that? No name calling needed, but if you want to name call, feel free. If not,
I mean, I feel like it just got to a point where people were like, dang, I've hung out with you for 2 years now, and I really don't even like you like that. We're just hanging out to hang out. What's the point of this? And they just said, end it, fake with each other, and said the truth.
Yeah, I feel like just because like of where we're at right now and how where the grade we're in, you know, because we're about to go to college, we're about to become like some real stuff for us. So I feel like people started to even though I wasn't there personally, I feel like because I still talk to people from the school besides you guys, but it's like I feel like they were like, yo, like the realization was like, yo, do I really want this guy in my house after we finish high school? Like, is that type of person I want to go out and hang out with? And then some like, you know, not everyone was like, yeah. And so people just started, was like, yeah, I don't mess with you like that anymore.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, not to cut you off, but like, you know how kids like make friends freshman year just to have friends so they're not sitting alone?
Yeah,
I feel like those friends lasted through sophomore year as well, and then junior year they actually like figured out what type of people those friends actually were, and then they branched off and actually found real friends, and now you have these little smaller groups of like 2 to 3 people who just stick to each other.
Everyone's finding their groups.
You see, I would say groups because everybody does like kind of like click up and talk to each other, but like it's not even groups. I feel like people are just finding themselves in general and what they want to do and what they want to be, and they're surrounding themselves with like-minded individuals, which at our school, there aren't many of those.
These vibes at our school.
The vibes in high school are just off. It's like everybody messes around freshman, sophomore year. Then towards the end of junior year, people like, dang, I actually have to get serious. And then senior year, everybody's stressing and nobody's friends with each other anymore. All because somebody said some dumb stuff.
Yeah, friendships are tested junior and senior year. Because, like, you gotta, like, at that point, we're basically not even kids anymore. You, like, start to really get to think about it. Everyone's turning 18, 17, and everyone's on a different type of level from that.
Exactly. Like, it's like not even, like, worth it at that point. I feel like people were even so-called friends to begin with.
It wasn't a personal thing. I can
Like,
tell you that.
Like, yeah, it wasn't like something actually happened that broke all these friendships apart. More of a realization of an awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I gotta get serious type beat.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we talked about our personal stuff, like our personal dealings with high school. But like, what do you think is like wrong with like the high school today? Like, in just in general, what do you think is wrong with it? Like things that could be changed.
Like the whole like high school experience or high school in general?
High school in general.
If we're going off high school in general, I feel like these guidance counselors and teachers need to stop lying to people, because I've personally found out like all these grades that they say, oh, this is not going to count for this is not going to count for that, they're straight lying to you. Like every little grade either helps or hurts you no matter what. And everybody's like, oh, you got to save this for that, or you got to do this for this. Just do what you want to do at the end of the day. Like if your goal is college, make sure you get straight A's. Like if your goal isn't college, then just chill and like get your grades and get out. Like I don't know. People go to high school. They aren't all going for the same thing. I should say that. And they shouldn't like make everybody learn the same stuff or be in the same programs if not everybody wants to do the same thing.
Oh yeah, I mean personally, I think what's wrong with high school, not personal to everybody, but specific to every individual, is that for 9th grade and 10th grade, and a majority of 11th grade, everyone's kind of caught up in the moment. I don't think a lot of people really think about their future until it hits them that you're not even 13 anymore. You're not 9, you're not 10 years old where you can just think, oh, this and that. You just go through your life kind of going through the motions. And I feel like it doesn't really hit people until quarantine. For me, it didn't really hit that. Like, I have to really start taking all this stuff serious. And, like, for 9th and 10th grade, people are caught up in, oh, I want a girl. I want to play for the team, JV, this and that. I want to hang out with my friends, go to the movies. But then you don't sit and realize, like, these are the years that you really have to build a future. You don't have to know what you want to do with your life, but you have to have an idea of whether you want to go to college, the Marines, whether you want to boating school. There's some people, but in general, you just have to know kind of what you want for yourself, not necessarily for others, rather than always thinking in the moment, thinking long term, establishing something for yourself.
For real, like for any like freshmen, sophomores, like you gotta start now. Cause like for me and maybe like Eggs, we started late.
Yeah.
All honesty. And now we're feeling the effects. Like we gotta actually like do good.
Freshman year, didn't care. Sophomore year, kind of didn't.
Nah, they didn't care.
I didn't care.
Even I didn't
care. But like now, like honestly, if I cared freshman year or sophomore year, bro, I wouldn't be caring now. To be honest, because I already like to build up my stuff, and like it would be easier now. But now I'm thugging it out. I have to go through this year and next year. I'm have to do all my classes. I have to make sure I get straight A's so I can get to where I want to be. But if I did it in freshman year and sophomore year, I'll probably be straight. Or not.
Same with me, bro.
So if anything,
bro, I basically gotta get honor roll, bro. Like 4 quarters in a row. Like it's not even a game anymore. But everybody was like, oh, la-di-da, this, la-di-da, that. And then when it's go time, nobody's ready.
Yeah. And like as much as I hate to say it, bro, you should actually try on the PSAT. You should actually try on it. Because
I
once you
know
I
I
kind
didn't
didn't
take
try.
that serious in 9th or 10th grade or
of
11th grade, to be honest.
We don't even take it this year, bro. We don't even get a practice. We gotta take the real thing.
you gotta take the real thing. Like I'm saying, you should. If you're not gonna try it your freshman year, try your sophomore year. If you're not gonna try it your sophomore year, please try your junior year. Because once the realization comes, you're gonna have to actually take it real. You're gonna be like, yo, what the heck? I never learned this because you didn't try on the PSAT. So you should really try on that. True knowledge.
I just feel like people gotta be. I'm not even saying like be like a try hard because nobody likes to try hard, but at
Be
least
on
like
your
focus.
toes. Yeah, be on your toes.
Like I
Stay.
don't know, bro. What else, bro? Well, I want to talk about Loki like the high school vibe or like what's it like? Because like I feel like people getting confused to what's it like in the movies and TV shows to what it actually is.
Well, high school looks like in a movie and what it looks like in reality, it's two very different things for anybody watching this going into high school. High school musical is not what school looks like. We don't have people singing on lunch tables every day. We don't have buff jits just walking around the school looking like they're 20 years old. Like, people want different things, and you'll see that once you get there. That's probably why making friends isn't the hardest thing, but your friend group will honestly change all the way up until I'd say 11th grade, because everyone doesn't put on a mask per se, but everyone definitely adjusts to fit in with a certain group. Like, not to bring in color, but like if I'm talking to a group of white kids, or I'm gonna act a certain way, and then I go over to, like, say, the basketball team, which is predominantly African American mixed kids. Like, I'm not gonna act the same. I'm gonna obviously, I'm gonna act different for sure. I'm not gonna talk the same way, talk about the same things, it's different stuff like that.
Going off what Jacob said right there, I feel like freshman year, people try to be something they're not. And that's where they mess up, bro. Like, stay true to yourself, and the people who mess with you will find you. You don't have to try to be something you're not.
Honestly, the coolest freshmen were the ones that they didn't try to like hang out with the coolest kids or like the coolest kids or whatever, or try to like be like try to over extravagant themselves. It was just the chill ones.
Bro, even when you say the cool kids, bro, like that's something that's in movies. Like that stuff doesn't
It's not
happen.
even a thing.
That's not real.
That's not even
He's
a
just
thing.
a group. That's just a group of people that people know, but they're not.
They're
like
not,
you know them,
yeah,
but like
they're well
after you know
known,
them,
but like they're not like the cool. They're not like people say the cool kids. Everyone's chill, to be honest, in high school. As long as you're being yourself and you're not like a weirdo, you're cool.
I was about to say, as long as you're not sped.
Yeah, if you're not a
real
weirdo,
talk.
you're cool.
Like, word of advice, just don't try and be popular. Like, there's no for sure way to be popular. Like, just be you. If you're with a group of people that you're not acting like yourself, then I wouldn't really consider them your friends. You shouldn't feel like you have to act a certain way for certain people, because those aren't the people you should be surrounded with.
True stuff.
For real. Oh, we giving the jits good advice out here. Good advice.
Yeah. And even as juniors, you can take this. If you've been putting on the front, just stop. Just be you.
If you put on a front, bro, if you're putting on a front junior year, what are you doing?
Like, I just let it go. Real talk.
I'm not even gonna count. If you're putting on a front for your friends in high school, they're all gonna leave you in college, guaranteed.
Because people don't stay around.
More than five people who you consider close, and it's more than 5, you got problems. You don't have your priorities intact.
And that's another thing too. Oh, my bad.
You don't need like hella friends like to feel secure, bro. Like, you can have like, just like you're not gonna have these two guys. I'm cool, bro. I don't need to talk to hella people. I'm fine, to be honest.
Bro, that's what I was gonna say. You gotta find 2 people to rock with. People you mess with. You don't need 1,000 friends if you got 5 friends that'll have your back.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
You don't need that.
Bro, I know these guys will ride for me anytime, bro. Like, literally, like, we're brothers, basically, at this point. We cut jits off for each other, bro. Cough. Somebody who should be here right now. Switched up.
And you
Yeah,
know,
I'm gonna go
if you're
there.
watching this, we name call you, but we're not saying your name. But you
This
know who
man
you
should
are.
have been right here in this corner that I'm pointing at, but no.
Just know if you are watching this, bro, don't come with that same energy next year on me. If y'all break up, I have no sympathy. You chose this for yourself, and we told you. So if this happens, don't come crying.
Bro, you
Really
see this
don't.
black spot down here, bro? That could have been you. Remember that.
Don't expect sympathy. Success. Love is fake in high school. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh my, bro, don't even get me started, bro. That's a whole different podcast.
And we can go down that road a little bit today, since we had to bring him. We had to bring him up. So,
Like, don't switch for somebody who wasn't there day one. I'll keep it simple. If don't switch on day ones for somebody who wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No offense to you chicks or you dudes, but if they're not a day one, it's high school. Like, I'm sorry, you're probably not even gonna be dating them 6 months from now. Like, be realistic. High school relationships are about as durable as controller, to be honest. Yeah, paper, bro. It's fake,
It's the
to be
fakest
honest.
thing you can ever have, except for Yannick and Lauren.
Yeah, I'm about to say, shout out to them. I'm gonna say, shout out to them.
Y'all are
those
relationship goals in high school, but everybody else, that stuff's fake, man.
I hope you guys work out.
Honestly,
yeah, y'all gotta get married for real.
You can tell when a couple's gonna last, bro. Like, you can just tell. You can tell.
Bro, going on 6 years, bro, in high school. That's crazy.
8 times out of 10, they're gonna get married. 9 times out of 10.
I hope they do, bro, because they're gonna prove that it's actually possible.
9 times out of 10.
But yeah, more of the story: don't switch on day ones for somebody who came into your life 6 months ago.
You know who you are.
You
know who you are.
And even if you say it's not switching, it's like
if we're telling you it's switching, bro. Like, if we're telling you it's switching, it's most likely you're switching.
We would never tell you that just to troll you. We genuinely trying to tell you you're being somebody that you're not. Or you're leaving those behind that were rocking with you for a chick who kind of got the messages a little
I'm just gonna say it.
A little too many messages.
That boy switched for no reason.
You see, I can't speak on this. I wasn't here.
That boy switched for no reason. And, like, it's not even he switched for, like, it's not like he switched for, like, an okay girl, bro. He switched for, like, sloppy fucking fifths. Like,
this man said sloppy fifths.
He literally traded for sloppy fifths, and it's like, bro, like, there was no reason for you to do that. And then he tried to come back, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And it's like, bro, there's no way.
That's dope.
There's no, like, you can't do that.
Bro, that should be the quote of the day, bro. Don't switch on day ones.
This won't happen though. It's always gonna be snakes in the grass. There's nothing you can do about that.
You gotta keep the cut low. It's sad to say.
Like,
maybe we'll get back to that level.
Yeah, like, that's like the whole realization of, like, this year, like, in, like, general. Like, everyone was like, they say the birds will flock together. Everyone was just flocking with their type of bird. You're not gonna see an eagle with a duck. You're not gonna see a falcon with a vulture. Everyone's just going with their type of birds, you know?
Yeah, everybody's not coming together, but like really they're going apart. But you know what I mean? Like, everybody's finding themselves and who they want to be. Let it happen. We can't do anything about it.
Like I said, I don't know about you guys, but quarantine really showed me who was rocking with me. And I can't really speak on that either, because I cut people off too. So that let people know not that I don't really rock with you, but we're not really like that. But the people I talk to on a daily basis, like, that's who I rock with.
Who do I talk on a daily basis? I talk to maybe 2 people on a daily basis, bro. My phone's dried in the Sahara Desert, bro. And I'm not even mad.
Yo, after I stopped my streaks, though, because, like, streaks after a while got annoying, but after I stopped my streaks, like, in total, bro, no one, I wouldn't say no one hit me up, but like I say like 3-4 people a day used to hit me up. Like, yo, what's up? Like, how you doing?
Like I said, quarantine let you know who is with you and who you are with.
If you send somebody a text and they say they didn't see it, that's cap. You're looking at your phone all day.
You do that anyway, so quarantine is no different.
Man, it's been a good one.
Wait, before
we
before
talked
that,
about high school. What you want to do? What you want to say before?
Like I told Jacob, bro, if you only know it's their birthday because of Snapchat, that's not your friend.
Dead. Canceled.
That's not your friend.
That's not your friend. If you only know it's their birthday because of Snapchat, it's not your friend, bro. Sorry to tell you. Yeah, go ahead, Darren.
All right. So, like, basically, like, to end this off real quick, man, you can't trust everybody in high school. High school is not what they tell you it is. And stay focused all the way through, man. It's been another Dope Boys podcast coming at you out of the 813. We stay live. We missed a couple weeks, but we're back on the grind. Man, we just about to make it do what it do, man. We just out here keeping y'all entertained, doing what we have to do. All right. We'll catch y'all later.
PSA really quick. I've been saying this every freaking video, so I know y'all just hear me. I'm going to say it again, though. I say it once, I'll say it again. We are making a second
the
channel.
IRL channel.
The IRL channel is coming. You see this podcast, you think, dang, why don't they do stuff in real life? The answer is COVID-19, you feel me? Like,
for real.
Screw COVID 2019. But anyways, that's not the point. We're making a second channel. We're doing everything on that channel, honestly.
Second channel name reveal in the next video too.
Like, where are we not going in Tampa? Real talk. In that
nowhere.
Channel.
We're everywhere. They're gonna
Clearwater,
Carrollwood,
St. Pete,
all that.
Carrollwood, Citrus Park,
hey,
Ybor City, Bush, Temple Terrace, Wesley Chapel, Pasco.
We're planning something for the riders next summer. We're planning something big. Just stay tuned.
Shoot, if we still, that's gonna be on the second channel if we still. The vlogs, man.
We're going coast to coast on a vlog.
Love Nevada, no Las Vegas. You feel me?
Nevada, no Las Vegas. All I gotta say,
Vegas though.
All I gotta say is keep watching us, bro. That's all
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
You know the
all
deal.
I can't say.
Man,
you got 3 things to do. That's like, that's comment, and that's subscribe. It's that simple. You feel me?
That's simple, man.
Bro.
It's free. It don't take none of your time, bro. Just go ahead, hit that, support us, get us live.
You might get something. You never know.
You might get. Hey, I'm gonna put this out here.
PSN cards?
One of the subscribers might get a $25 gift card.
PS5 coming out? You only need that one still.
Listen, so be
giveaways?
On the socials. We're starting
socials.
giveaways, and we're a tiny channel, and we're already doing giveaways. So picture what we're going to be doing if we get big. Real talk.
$25 is a 3-month subscription for a PSN. Get out of here.
That's all we're going to say. Don't buy the Xbox Series X, by the way. Another PSN.
Don't buy that.
Cancel.
Yeah, if you really want to, you can play with us too once all the PS5s come out. That's all I got to say.
We'll be dropping our gamer tags.
Go drop the gamer tags.
But that's enough said, man. We thank y'all for coming to another podcast. Have a blessed day. And more importantly, have a blessed summer, man. So,
yes.
Have a blessed summer, man. COVID-19 ain't me jack squat. We finna be back on that same vibe.
Hey.
Keep it in the books, you feel me? Well, yeah.